A warm welcome, dear friends of art. Now we are here in Dubai. We have finished the setting up of our booth, and I want to give you a little introduction of what we are showing here. This year, 2023, in booth number E3 at Art Dubai. We are coming since several years here in the Gulf area, since about 25 years. We feel very warm and welcome to the people here, to the nation, to the wonderful weather. And we are happy to present to you our artist. Here, first work that you see here is the famous work of the famous artist Dorothea. She had several exhibitions in the Gulf area, but worldwide more than 300 exhibitions in 28 countries. And I choose a work from her collection with is approaching the motifs, let's say, from these Arabic ornaments. You see, this is Japanese paper rolled in little pieces. The black is painted and the gold is real gold, is 23 karat gold, which she saw in many countries already in Egypt when she had the big exhibition in the Echnaton Gallery, and then she found out gold is such an important part, and the relation between the white and the gold is a wonderful color relation. So from that time on she chooses this color. So the next one is Mohammed Qasim. It's an artist from Dubai, so the people from that area will know him because he's one of the most important artists. He's a conceptual artist, which is a very specific form of art, and I used to exhibit him already in 2002 in German in my gallery, and now we are preparing a big one-man show for June in the Ludwig Museum in Koelen in Germany in 2 floors. It will be a huge show, 800 square meters, and we are very proud that he came. He has so many exhibitions in so many countries in the meantime, and this is one of his most famous direction works, and everybody who knows Mohammed Qasim will feel very close to that type of work. I added a work of Günter Oecker, a German artist from the Zero Group. Now he's almost 93 years old, and he made the paper to a relief. He is very famous for his works with nails, also in reliefs as well as in paper works. And I choose the work with the title Wind here because wind is something that you feel always when you're here in that area, and I thought, oh, this is very close and very typical. So from the wind to the waves, this is the artist Nam Chu Mo. He's an artist from Korea. It's the first time that we present his works in the Art Dubai fair. We had a big one-man show in Mainz in the Kadoro, and this is one of his very typical and very appreciated spring works. It's a work that is made by little pieces put together, and these little pieces are canvas which is put over a beam and painted with resin, so it becomes a relief. It's cut in little pieces and painted with this line, and it's a wonderful movement. It's the color of sand, and I think it's a very, very poetic, wonderful work. Another wonderful work that we have here in the booth is the famous artist Lure Berg's work Sun. So here you always feel the sun. It's frequently there, and the sun is something that is also for us European, it makes us happy when we have sun. So the sun is made by gold leaf, and it's very beautiful, as you can see here, the little parts of these gold leaf papers, so it's almost a relief already, and it's combined with the very typical turquoise color from the Gulf area. So if you look in the water here, then you have the feeling it's much different to the water in Europe or somewhere else. And the white is very familiar here with all the Bedouins who have his dish dashas, and so if many Bedouins together, then Emiratis, you see lots of white, and so it's like a circle of a group of men surrounding the gold and being surrounded by the water of the Gulf. This is a conceptual artist from Austria. He works with numbers and letters, but he never tells sentences. So here he make a work describing different types of writing, and numbers is something that play an important role in the Arabic idea. So because we are very happy and grateful that the Arab people developed the number 0, that they developed this type of numbers, because calculating with Roman numbers like this or this is really complicated. So we are very grateful. This is another work of Nam June Mo, which is already, again, a relief with a canvas. So he painted first the lines and put this canvas also in resin, so it becomes more strong. And then he cuts it in little pieces and puts it like a collage together. And it's a very, very poetic work, I think. And even so, it's a canvas, it's a relief. This is another work of the artist Heinz Kappmeier, the concrete poet, as it called, from the conceptual group of artists. And he works with perception and imagination. And it's always that if you see something, this is perception, but it's limited. If you use your imagination, this can be unlimited. So if you see a square and you read square, you say, yeah, it's a square. You don't think about it. But if you see 4 lines and you see the word square, oh, you wonder, no, it's not a square, there are lines. Yeah, but you have to put in your imagination the 4 lines together to create a square. So your imagination works. This is another wonderful spring work of Nam June Mo, but the difference is that this is just in one color without any line, and it's a wonderful green work, and we will see another wonderful green work later too. Here we have 3 little multiples from Le Robert. We have the little sister from the big sun. It's a multiple, but also with gold leaf and the turquoise color. We have one old work, which is 20 years old, from Le Robert. It's the Oriental moon. It's a moon who is more comfortable than the German moon, who is standing. This is laying. And here is a very new work with these magenta colors and combined with white and gray stripes. So in the back part of the booth, we have some more works, smaller sized, but very interesting too. So we enter here, and we have the 2 works of Le Robert again. This is also in turquoise and gold leaf, and he has added the papyrus. The papyrus she brought from Egypt in 1996 when she had the big exhibitions there. And it's also a 3-dimensional work. She has to fold the paper in advance. Then she creates these forms, collages, drawings, and so on. And later it's filled with little cottons of little pillows of cotton. And then you have a relief, and the stamp is Korean. Another beautiful work is with the same material, more or less, beside the papyrus. It's very simple. There are only triangles and in the white field. But for me, it's so poetic, because the combination of gold leaf and white, that's really beautiful. It's absolutely, and it makes you happy. If you look at it, it makes you happy. And this is what art should be. This is a specific work of the German artist Günter Uecker again. It's embossment, but overpainted with white colors. He puts the hands in the white colors and overpainted this, and so it becomes a new form. Before it was a circle, now it's a square. Here we have 2 examples of the beautiful wave works of Mohammed Qasim. We have one red one, one blue one, and it's very beautiful to see these lines when they become darker and lighter and darker and lighter. They're scratched in advance, and later he put water and color to have some differences in the intensity of color. And you see there's a beautiful red and a blue one. We have a last work of Günter Uecker here. You see with how strong the embossment is. It's like little points of light. It could be also seen as snow, but maybe not in the Emirates. But it's a very poetic tour, and it's somehow also like collecting light, which is generally the idea of Mohammed Qasim. He is the German zero group artist. He is Italian zero group artist. He's called Turi Simeti, and instead of little circles, he chooses little ovals. And you see, this is canvas, for example, and this is wood. Yeah, you see this. This is a real relief. It's not painted. It's a real relief which is under it. And it shows also a game between light and shadow. Here, the last little pieces of our little cabinet is the Corona sketches from Mohammed Qasim. He started in 2020 with it, when Corona starts. I spoke with the artists and invited them to use that as a theme. And I think it's wonderful, poetic, with the different colors. As you see, they're unique. Everything is completely different. I very much like the little green one, but also the others are beautiful, and they're all very, very different. Last but not least, we have one young artist, which we already showed here on the booth in Dubai some years before. He's working with writings as well, and he's called Sebastian Dannenberg. He's one of his very typical writing works, where he's taking like the mirror position of the writing, but you can understand very clearly and quickly it's right to use that booth for visiting at the Art Dubai Fair. And so I invite you to visit us in the booth, to look carefully and personally at the beautiful works we have here. I very welcome you, and I hope to see you soon, E3 in the Central Hall of the fair.